The Black Beauty, novel written by Anna Swell. This is the autobiography of a horse named Black Beauty. He is the storyteller of his own story. And we are on part 3 and we are reading chapter 36, Sunday Cab. In this chapter, a gentleman named Mr. Briggs approaches Jerry and asks him to regularly drive Mrs. Briggs to church on Sundays. Let me read it again for you. There is a person who comes to Jerry Barker, new master of Black Beauty. His name is Mr. Briggs. And he requests Jerry to drive his wife, Mrs. Briggs, to church on Sundays. And let me remind you something over here that Jerry does not drive his cab or does not take his horses out on Sundays. Sundays are usually the resting days for himself and for his horses too. He loves to spend time with his family and let horses relax on those Sundays. So what he says, let's read about that. Jerry explains that he has a 6 days cab license and cannot take fares on Sundays. Honest. Mr. Briggs suggests altering the license. You can change the license for Sunday only. It's about like only Sunday. Come on, Jerry. But Jerry refuses, explaining that he values Sundays for rest and worship. Polly, his wife, Jerry's wife, supports his decision, expressing gratitude for having Sundays as a family day. Despite losing Mr. Briggs as a customer, Jerry remains firm in his commitment to having a day of rest. Wow. The chapter emphasizes the importance of religious principles, family time, and the right to rest on Sundays. Jerry and Polly stand by their values, even if it means facing challenges in their work. So you can see that he's not hunger after the money, and he's very, it's principled man. He's very organized and composed man on his principles. He doesn't take any sort of money to break his principle or his rules. And his wife is very much supportive to him. She supports his decisions. Now, here are some possible questions from chapter 36, Sunday Cab. Number 1. Why does Jerry refuse Mr. Briggs' request to drive Mrs. Briggs to church on Sundays? Why? The reason. Number 2. How does Polly support decisions of Jerry? And what does she prioritize in their family life? So the possible answers to these questions can be: number 1, Jerry refuses because he holds a 6 days cab license. That is true, and that is evidence as well, and is committed to having Sundays as a day of rest in accordance with religious principles. Alright, or you can say religious principles and family time. Number 2, Polly supports Jerry by expressing gratitude for having Sundays as a family day. Oh, thank you. She values family time, religious worship, and having a day of rest over financial considerations, even if it means losing a customer like Mr. Briggs. I think so. I learned one thing, that we should have some, family time as well in our weekdays. And we do have here, like, so mostly we have Saturday and Sunday off, so we should just spend more and more time with our family and, make that bond even stronger. Well, that was the end of chapter 36. And to watch next chapter, you need to click on next video. Until then, like, share, and subscribe to Infomercial and Adforum. Thank you.